Olaitan was not the type that would make much noise. But even in low tone, he will speak truth to power. Let me share another occasion why I took Olaitan along with me. As president of the NLC, I'm sure Uwe and others, they will agree that I am a very hard driver. I work hard and I want people to work even harder. And I have very little patience. I can be unnecessarily aggressive. Probably because of my small frame, I think people underestimate me. And so I tend to shout in case they are not seeing me so that they can hear me. I mean, I'm not responsible for the way I'm designed. This is it. So one day I barked, as I often do. And when I thought I cooled down, I took it to me and said, Comrade President. Today, let me just tell you, we had a small conversation. One day we will beat you up here. Who would you? Just to make the point that you can't shout at us like that. I said, Olaitan, are you talking to the president like that? I don't meet that president. I'm not telling you the truth. One day we will just beat you up. And you will have no witness. None of us have agreed on it. Now, that is to say that whether in-house, Olaitan will tell you what he thinks. And as he says so, he's not going to frown. He will wear his normal look, looking completely innocent, the way he looks in that picture, but he has work. And so I also thought I needed someone in Edo State who understands me, who appreciates my weaknesses, my limitations, and who can look me in the eye and say, Comrade, we can't do this because this is the way we used to think. That was the purpose. And so, as the Ogani said, if we have changed anything in Edo State, it is largely because Olaitan is my private advisor. And when they went for him, to be honest, they wanted someone, as they say, if you cannot get the king and you get his son, you have got the king. They really hit me where it hurt most. And they managed to create a void, which obviously I will not be able to fill. I'm talking about writing petition. The last official assignment, Olaitan completed at about 6:40 p.m. I believe on Thursday was a petition I wrote to Professor Jega to alert him on the evil machinations of those who celebrate electoral fraud, which they call Mr. Fix. And he started back to work on it. When I was told the airport is about to close, I said, Olaitan, you come. Let's finish the petition in Abuja, we'll deliver it tomorrow. But he said 5 minutes it will be done. And it was done. It will be difficult to find in the Edo State government house any other person who will be able to capture my word, my mind, and convey it in written form to those we have to engage. And yet, as I said, I haven't come here to lament. But just to say that those cowards who operate at night, we will fight and defeat them in the daytime. Those who are opposed to light, they will not be able to resist the forces of light. Because the light's blood has already banished darkness in Edo State, and they can't come back. So I ask you, the families, I ask the good people of Osun State, I ask you, Ogani, to convey to Aregbesola that yes, Olaitan was from Ede, from Osun State, but he was an Edo fighter. He fought across states, he fought all sorts of issues. The only lesson to learn is that, as the pastor said, I don't know how I am going to go, and I do not think even the pastor knows how he is going to go. When both say people die premature, I do not even know what represents a mature age. There were people born, they didn't do one day. Even to celebrate 24-hour anniversary, they died just at birth. Some did not celebrate the first birthday, and they move on. Some were even aborted from the womb of their mother. But we are fortunate, Olaitan lived for 44 years, have a beautiful wife, and very lovely children, including the youngest one, Adams. Can they say that they have succeeded in killing him? No, they wasted their bullets because Olaitan is alive and is here. The students who have come to identify with him, they are going back to various campuses with that spirit which Olaitan and other comrades helped to entrench in our movement. Can we say that Olaitan is dead if the students remember him? If the activists who have come from different parts of the country sustain the struggle, obviously those who thought Olaitan's departure is the end of the struggle, they are thoroughly mistaken. So Olaitan's spirit fights on. And I listen attentively to the pastor when he tried to make a fine distinction between the flesh and the spirit. If I can draw on that, my conclusion is that it is impossible to kill. Man can't kill the spirit. You can only kill the flesh. Which means I was right when, on hearing the news of this grandson mother of a comrade, I said, yes, they have killed my son, because Olaitan was to me what my sons are to me. While I can look and say, Daddy, you're not going right here. Yes, they killed my comrade, authentic comrade at that. And taking together with the other journalists, I said, they killed my people. Yet, they can't kill my fighting spirit. And they have not extinguished the fighting spirit of the activist community. So I ask us to take heart and indeed to resolve, even now, that our commitment to rebuilding the Nigerian nation, of interrogating all of us in power and insisting that we must creatively deploy resources of state in a way that will deliver the greatest good to the greatest number. That fight must continue. That the struggle for one man, one vote in a democracy that is driven by the people, not by people in their 90s who have no future to talk about. We must resolve people now that struggle cannot be extinguished by the bullets of those cowards. And we must insist that the struggle to ensure that those cowards who were in bed with the military, who have also managed to capture power at various levels and using it to intimidate, to harass, and even to arm the unemployed and guide them to kill, that the struggle to take power from them must be reinforced even now. For me, if we all live here resolved to spend an hour every day to reflect, not to agonize, but to organize politically, to insist that those who do not believe that public resources for the public welfare, that we must organize and rid them out of power. If we pass those resolutions, and after today we sustain those struggles, Olaitan's spirit will live forever and ever. So I want to appreciate the people of Oyerinde for giving birth to such a fine, courageous gentleman. He has no house in this community, I understand. And I know the way local people minds work. If you don't have house in your community, they dismiss you. What have you contributed? But Olaitan's house in this community is larger than the ones you can see. Because everybody across the country, they are out here. I saw a lot of young people and not so young, men and women from Edo, many of them here in this town of Oyerinde. So Olaitan has brought the whole nation here. That for me is more than a room and a parlor. To his parents who are not here and who cannot be here by our tradition, I appreciate the grief and my heart goes to them. I appreciate in our culture, it is not the wish of any man to preside over the burial of his children. Rather, it is revised that children must attend to the burial of their parents. These men of darkness have revised this, and so I understand the pain in their heart. But I hope they will be consoled by the fact that whereas they have lived as long as they are living, the son that they produce is known across the country. So well known across the world that even President Goodluck Jonathan had to publicly ask the police that they must investigate. The parents may be anonymous, but their son is not anonymous. Known across the world, across national boundaries. So those are some consolation, even though they do not translate to that want between a father and a son, between a mother and a son. But when God has allowed the cowards, we want to trust that he can't be wrong, and therefore he's right. So, if Olaitan was here, he would encourage me to make a long speech on an occasion like this. But just to say that we have thought of how and what we can do to immortalize the name of Olaitan Oyerinde. First, if he was alive, he will look after the welfare of his wife and ensure that the children are well educated. It is now our duty and my duty to stand by the wife and stand with the children and ensure that they will not lack by the special grace of God, and they will attain the best thing that is possible by the special grace of God. I will take measures to ensure that this happens, whether or not we ourselves we are alive, because we never know. But for the people of Edo State, we thought that one way that they can always remember that there was one young man from Oyerinde who chose to dedicate his life to the services of the government and the people of Edo State, and he paid the supreme price. We have decided in Edo State government has resolved to name a street that hosts a cream of big men in Benin. Big men. I would thought that is the best street to name after him. So that when these big men are driving home, they will be forced to see the name Comrade Olaitan Oyerinde present. And they will remember whatever role they played that led to that. They must be tortured day and night. They shall know no sleep. They must be reminded. Their children, when they have passed on and their children inherit the property, when they are going home, they will see Comrade Olaitan Oyerinde. Why? Daddy's forces killed him. For us, that's our first response. But by the 18th, there will be other sets of responses.